Virgo. Hello. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to my channel. Thank you for joining me. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are in the world. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to another Virgo Tarot reading. Virgo, love tarot reading, love reading messages from your person. Reading where we're going into thoughts, feelings, intentions, next moves, steps. Let's take a deep dive, Virgo. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us what we need to see for Virgo. Please show us the cards, Aho. Three of Wands is in reverse. The Moon. The Death card is in the upright. Scorpio. The Chariot. Somebody here, needs to wake up, reveal some truth, bring some clarity. They need to get out of their ego. And that's what it looks like is happening here. Yeah. Page of... an apology. Yes. My gosh, this is just so clear. So, as you can see, here on the table, the deck I chose for you today at the Tarot Closet, Three of Wands in reverse, the Moon in the upright, the Death card, and the Chariot, both in the upright. Chariot kind of heading in the other direction, which is interesting. But this is also really connecting for me today around this ego, because we also have judgment here. Somebody waking up. Somebody bringing some clarity and some truth. What's been hidden in the Moon? What needs to come to light? Because it is not just catty corner to the Moon. It's literally connected. And I want to tell you something as well, Virgo. You're here when you're meant to be here. So whether you're here in real time or it's weeks, months, years later, trust the timing. You'll find your reading will find you. You find each other. We find things when we're meant to. So trust the timing in that. With that said, I just want to tell you that I am channeling for you in real time. Oh, yeah. Under Mercury retrograde in Pisces. That's what I wanted to say. And we are coming off the energy of the full moon lunar eclipse, by the way, which is still energetically going on for some weeks after. But as we are here in this Mercury retrograde, things are kind of completing. Things are coming to light. Truth is coming to light. Communication just might even come out of nowhere. And I got to tell you, it is just really super clear that this is somebody who disappointed you. There's quite a strong letdown energy around this person. They're holding on to some truth and clarity, but they're also waking up and the rug is about to be shaken out. There is some clarity and some truth coming in here. There is an apology coming in here. And somebody's getting out of their ego to do it. I feel like this person has been in a strong page energy, which can be linked to, you could say, chronological years, but it can also just be like a student energy. In particular, the Page of Swords and the Page of Wands are both in reverse. And this is holding on to the truth, and this is around bringing the truth. But in this energy, somebody has been struggling with that. And sort of superseding that is very clearly the upright energy, the move, literally the Chariot in their energy. This is where it's really strong for me. In the upright is the Chariot in the upright and Judgment and the Death card again. So this wake up energy, getting out of ego, communicating, which they've been struggling to do, to apologize and be honest and be clear, because you can see it in our Ace of Cups in reverse, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, as well as the Eight of Wands in reverse, the Mercury energy, because they have been struggling, I feel like, with either what they're going to write or what they're going to say, maybe holding on to messages that they have written or going over it in their head, because it's really clear, Ten of Swords in reverse, and right on the other end, the Chariot, that this is an apology. And by the way, that Ten of Swords in reverse is also connected to the Death card. And that's the other thing I want to validate. Well, I want to validate some really important points for you. The swords are coming out, and that's a healing energy. And it is here with the Death card, and that is literally this new cycle that is here. Now, for some of you, this might include someone that maybe you've been trying to move on from this person and haven't quite been ready for that, you know? Maybe you already have and you're just checking in. Maybe you don't particularly want to, but there's some wake-up energy that you need as well. That's also really clearly here for you, because that wake-up energy, it's in the first placement. And it's right below the Three of Wands, and that's the person you've been waiting on, and this is the delay around that. So it's definitely this energy of, well, yeah, getting clarity, making possibly for yourself a final decision. And it's that shaking out of the rug, I feel. So I also want to validate if this is somebody from your past, whether it's recent or far back, that you are maybe not expecting or gave up on. This might be for some of you closure. Now, can this also be potentially around either reconciliation? This is so clear. Look, Seven of Swords in reverse. Either reconciliation or closure, or for some of you, maybe you're not, it just depends on really your situation. Maybe you're not even in any kind of separation, but clearly there's a disappointment around this, and there is some truth and clarity that needs to come out. Movement is happening, and that's the thing around this person, literally. The Chariot and this connection with our Eight of Wands in reverse. It's like, again, going over in their head, the Mercury energy, the planet of the mind and communication, in this retrograde and under Pisces, here with the Ace of Cups in reverse. They know that they disappointed you. They know they let you down. And this is, again, it's like a struggle around communicating in whatever form. And it's super validating with not only our Seven of Swords in reverse, because that's a coming back in energy here. It's making amends, wherever that leads to or not. But the bigger picture is that it's connecting to Judgment in the upright. And the Magician in reverse, more major arcana energy, which, by the way, Virgo, you're in this energy. Because that's like, well, it's first of all, it's a validation around things either having not reached the potential. By the way, as you can see, the Ten of Cups is here in the upright. Or you were in a particular spot and already things were going well and something went on. For some of you, that could be around next level, like marriage. But we could also just be looking at the sharing of feelings. The struggle here around whatever happened, and this person being honest and communicating the truth and being clear, and more importantly, which is really clear here as well, an apology is super clear for me. Because the Magician has access to all the elements, you know, water, air, earth, and fire. The Magician has alchemizing energy, you know, can make things happen, like has all the resources at hand. This reversal energy is just really validating around the opposite of that. It's like, what didn't happen? Or even you could say some things that happened of somebody who ran or wasn't being honest, was running from the truth, running from feelings about next level, running from something else, or lying about something. It's completely directly connected. Because Judgment is also it can be about, obviously, a bad decision. And there is a really big fat apology in Judgment. Oh my gosh, yeah. It is the Emperor. And I just want to show you the deck I chose for you today. It is in reverse. It's here with the Moon. What is being hidden around this energy? It's Emperor energy. Cardinal sign. Divine masculine energy. And of course, all the kings under the Emperor are here, but it's in reverse. So it's not accessing that. And we're talking the Pentacles, commitments, contracts, the Swords, clarity, communication, truth, the Wands, the movement, the relationship, the energy of love, the Cups, hiding of feelings, or just the insincerity. They're all in reverse here, and it's connected to the moon. So what the person that I'm channeling coming through today has held back or hidden or lied about. There's an emotional immaturity there. There is ego there. Yeah, gosh. I tell you what, this is just so incredibly clear. And here is the King of Swords in reverse. Right here with the Eight of Wands in reverse. Both the Mercury energy, of course, this is the Gemini energy in here. Super validating around the issues with communicating. The Five of Cups in reverse. More validation out of all the validation that's here. It's just really more of it for me, of an apology. And it's connected to justice in the upright. This couldn't get any clearer for me around the truth coming. Around this person getting out of their ego and making things right. What that means for you in terms of any movement, either forward together or apart, is really around your decisions. Both of you, everybody has free will. Of course, the future is not fixed. But I'll tell you, it's just really super validating around this person completely being affected by this energy that is intense. It's been really intense. The readings have just been so intense the last couple of weeks. Also in the shadow energy. Jupiter just went direct a few days ago. But of things surfacing, of this pull to bring things to the surface. Or I guess you could say things coming to the surface and not being able to stop it. Because that's a lot of what this feels like too. Just even our Chariot, look. Who's actually holding onto a sword here. And it's being struck by lightning. Yeah. On the other end of the Ten of Swords in reverse. And then, of course, we're seeing the Ten of Cups here in the upright, which is Pisces energy. So I want to validate, first of all, if you can see each other. I don't think everybody can, but if so, it's definitely going to be at that event. Maybe it is a family event or like community that's blended between the two of you. But that's also, look, there are two people here. They have their hands together up. We can see a hummingbird coming here to the flower. There is a double rainbow of hope. This isn't an energy that I really like around love and family energy. So is this a possibility is what I want to say with what they have to say. Putting things back here. Of course, it's here. And I will tell you, the communication energy is really super strong. Also, just even where the Ace of Swords is wanting to go, that sword energy around, clarity in this relationship, the truth, communication, even the poppies here in the card, really strong connection for me around making peace. It's just very, very strong. And it's clear that they're getting the clarity about the disappointment because the Ace of Cups is in reverse and it's here with the King of Swords in reverse. So a lot of this is around communicating, again, communicating feelings about where you were or where you were heading, which is going to mean a lot of different things for different people, because that can be around blending families or introducing them, marriage, moving in. It really is just going to be so specific to you. But it's really clear around the lack of that communication and the struggle around it. But the fact they know they have the clarity, they're literally getting these downloads, whether they like it or not. Things are coming to the surface for them. And I can see here that things are coming to the surface for you. Both here in the reading, hearing it, the apology, truth, clarity, But I do want to tell you, if you can see them and you're not expecting to see them, Virgo, it could definitely just take you by surprise. Also, around a message. Should we be looking at a voicemail or a social media message, email? How do you normally communicate? Yeah. The Five of Cups in reverse right here on the Three of Wands in reverse. By the way, that's a Mars and Scorpio energy. And I just want to show you. There are the poppies again. This reversal energy. The apology connected with the Three of Wands. The Seven of Swords in reverse. Around everything that I want to say happened or didn't happen in the Magician. The Major Arcana energy here in reverse. This is very much the truth and clarity coming here in an apology. Nine of Swords. It's actually really obviously strongly connecting. I just want to show you the Five of Cups today in the deck I chose for you at the Tarot Closet. Which, by the way, I just want to remind you, I only release here on my verified YouTube channel, the Tarot Closet. So if you see, hear, suspect my content anywhere, keep those emails coming. It's in the video description and on the About Me page. Thank you so much. So you can see somebody laying here in the Nine of Swords. And that's definitely an energy of kind of worry. There's some sad energy there, a sleepless kind of energy. And then we're looking at that Ten of Swords in reverse. So again, I really like that for the healing, because that's the other thing. If this is somebody that you've already let go, or you're trying to let go, or even preparing for this, what feels like a really intense, possibly confrontation or messages or discussions with somebody that you're not, that it's not over, you know? That regardless of whatever direction this is going into, together or apart, these swords are falling out. It's the end of this cycle. The healing energy is really strong for you. Because this is, I feel like, what the energy has been. It's been disappointing. There's a letdown energy. You can see it literally in both of the energies. Yeah, and it's also connecting around this person who has been in some ego and has not apologized yet. Preparing to. Feeling bad. Gonna leave it at that. All right, let's bring in some oracle. I'm not reading it in reverse. The bottom of the deck. Well, that's interesting. It's the Dreams card. And the crow has their head not in the clouds, but above the clouds. Clarity, looking at the key. What is the key doing? It's revealing. It's opening a door. It's connected to the Ace of Swords, to the Chariot, to the Ten of Cups. Of course, the Pisces energy, what I'm channeling under in Mercury retrograde, the Moon card is right here in the partnership placement. So what has been hidden there is definitely coming to light around this person. And some of what I'm feeling here is somebody who's not just struggling to communicate this truth, clarity, and apology or apologies to you, literally to make things right and be honest. I mean, here with justice. But it's connecting to the Ten of Cups here around the possibility of life together or life together again. So it kind of has this feeling like you hold the cards, Virgo. And that's the other thing around the wake-up energy and where you're at and what you want. And taking that key here in the Dreams card, and look, and there's two doors here in Justice, because that's an 11. It's a master number around new beginnings. And it's also a decision, which door to take, you know? But if you're not in no contact, no communication, and or in separation, it's really super validating that the communication is broken down, or, you know, broken down, I guess, is the word that I want to use. Sora is here. Well, I'm going to tell you, rising above the ego is really strong. the Emperor in reverse on one end, which, by the way, it's connected to the root chakra, and that's a very centered kind of basic trust energy. And the reversal energy is just very validating for me that it's off center, it's out of balance, it's misaligned, it's a lot of things. It's fear, it's ego, all these things around the future, or just in this case that, but also the communication around it, or communication around what happened. So past, present, future, you could say. Look what is here, stability, soaring above. So are we soaring above the things that happened? Moving into something better or something new together that you didn't reach. Again, the possibilities are here. There is a bird, look, the crow is coming in here holding on to a wand. It's right in front of the sun. It's revealing for me with the Ten of Cups, the truth here, the clarity that they have of what the realizations that they're having, the epiphanies and judgment as well, the wake-up energy, and trying to word this in a way to either not lose you or not lose you forever. The bird is showing up here at the nest where you build a life. And they have this wand, it's a stick here, to help build the nest. It's connecting right here with the apology. The death of their ego is so strong because I do feel they're coming in a very different vibration. There's a second chance energy, and it's also connecting with the Ten of Cups, life together, building, rebuilding. Abundance is here on the other end of that. Oh my gosh, yeah. I tell you what, it's just been so on point and clear for me this week, and it's no different for you, Virgo. Open-hearted is here, and teamwork. And open-hearted, I feel emotional, intense, a lot of talk, a lot of things that need to come out, that are coming out. Conversation, communication, messages, what? If you can see each other, it could be at somebody's particular place. You could say dwelling, a residence, if you are connected through friends and family. Again, that can also be around messages or phone calls. You know, it's just really about the communication that needs to go on first, whether you're around the corner and you're talking already or you're not. The teamwork energy for me connects directly to the Capricorn energy of the Three of Pentacles, and that's an energy of, and look, abundance, stability, dreams, Ten of Cups. It's all connected here with the apology that they're bringing in and the possibility of building or rebuilding this relationship together. You can even see the apology here in the teamwork card. Yeah, it's literally about the apology that they're bringing in, the truth, the clarity, everything getting aired out, this conversation or communication, I should say, however it goes down, and the end result, which again, I feel like are decisions or a decision. Even if it's just putting it back on the table or putting a pin in it for later. Should that be the direction for you? Because it's going to be really specific to you, because I don't think it is for everybody. The Tarot Closet, channeled love messages. Love messages from your person, from their higher self. And they have a lot to say today. The bottom of the deck is very validating. There is so much left unsaid. And like I said, that's the thing. I'm getting this information that there's just a lot of words. There's a lot of talking. A lot of things to sort out. And the emotional energy, which also came in, the emotional card. I regret how I left things. So that's part of the apology. And obviously, how were things left? What is it underneath? That's been hidden, not talked about, maybe lied about, put off. You have changed me for the better, Virgo. I made so many mistakes. Right there on the Emperor in reverse. I stay awake thinking of you, Nine of Swords. Upright energy. The Moon, they're both connected here. And the Seven of Swords in reverse. This person knows they need to make amends. I'm sorry I didn't reply. It was me, not you. It's right here on the King of Swords in reverse. So they're bringing in some information. I think we are soulmates. It has that energy of biggest wish energy here, just even with the dreams card, what they're revealing. I want to talk, yeah, but I'm scared. It's connected to some ego. The fear for me just feels more like it's about not hearing what they want or feeling like being rejected. Is this somebody who's normally got everything kind of lined up, who maybe is not faring very well under the truth that they really need to come clean with and make things right, like struggling with the ego in that way? Yeah, I am wising up though. And here's the thing with this energy. It connects with the Hanged Man, the Pisces energy. And that's around timing for me, perspective, getting out of indecision. And when you get out of there, you go into the Death card, which is here. Clearly for me, a lot of that has been around how they're coming in, their ego, like checking it at the door, like quite literally. But are there other things in that, other changes or transformations that have played a part that need to happen here? Of course, I think that's really specific to you. Every road leads back to you, Virgo. Do you think of me too? It's right here on the Ace of Swords. So I want to validate that energy as well with Judgment and just even this particular love message. If for some of you it really is this past energy, you know, if it's somebody that you're surprised to hear about, or you're not so surprised, but it's connecting more with that person. So for you, that again is very specific, but the energy does show up here. The last. Yeah. And to whatever degree you're talking or you're not talking, they're sending the message, I'm missing you so much. Things are obviously specific to you, you know. Beautiful Virgo, that is your reading today. Thank you for joining me at the Tarot Closet. Until next time.